Alright guys, so in today's video I've gone back to backtesting a couple of weeks ago where I missed half the week because of family matters, but I was keen to know whether or not there was more money that I could have extracted from the market from what I actually did. So the backtesting performance wasn't the best, but is there anything in particular that you would have done differently? Would you have taken different trades from what I would have done? Keen to know what you actually got 2 weeks ago. Let me know.
Right then, what we're going to do is we are going to do some back testing of not the previous week that we're currently on, but the week before that. So I'm going to go back to July the 19th. I remember, just from memory, the market goes down a bit, but I don't remember the ins and outs because I wasn't trading it. I was very, very busy with family stuff. So I want to see what could I have done better in live trading than what I actually took out of the market. Did okay. I think I got a decent trade on the Friday. I got an alright trade on the Tuesday. I think. I want to say that I did. It may have been a scalp that I did, but I'm just going to do the M15 H4. So, keeping it relatively simple. Having said that, we do use the daily as a confluence. So at FTR, the link is below if you want to basically trade with my guys on how we actually trade. Just going to put in daily chalk in there. It's not chalk, it's just a daily rebalance. But we use that a lot. All I'm doing, just so you're aware, is I'm marking out the daily points of interest where the market is likely going to head to. Okay, we don't always react from order blocks. Sometimes it's just a consolidation error. So a little bit of price action to pay attention to. But this is what I recommend people do every day. Wipe your charts at the end of the evening and come back fresh every day. And obviously we've got this whole area above us, which looks fairly solid, having had a sweep mitigation, etc. But we're just finding areas of liquidity. Where does the market want to run to? Where does it want to run to? It wants to break structure, so it wants to break below here, and it wants to run down to something like this. So not particularly difficult, not a very hard strategy. That's H4 chock, this is H4 boss. We've got, all sorts of statistics on whether or not boss is going to be hit first or if it's going to be chopped from basically anywhere on the chart. Boss is going to be hit first 70% of the time from just a standing start. So odds are on that we go up and break boss, but it doesn't mean that we have to be taking all trades in the direction of boss because the market is hunting liquidity and we've worked our way into this. Effectively, I'm looking for gaps, so, imbalances. That's an H4, which I'm keen on. Below that, can't find anything until we get down to here. POI, yes. That would do, I guess. There's nothing really stand out. A rebalance, possibly. Can't really see anything else, that's about it. So anything above us, perhaps this one. So just again, a rebalance up here, because if this goes, it's what I call curve liquidity. So price should just run it. As soon as price breaks above this blue line, the rest should just completely go. There's nothing to protect us. Going to drop down to the M15 and look for standout areas, basically. It's nothing too extravagant about the strategy. It's just points of interest. You can either enter on a pending order or you can go off of rejection candles and things like that. But just using the very basic strategy, if you work a 9 till 5, you can use pending orders. So we're going to probably do that unless I declare and say we're not going to do that. Like, for example, this one, it is far too small. It's 1.5 pips. I wouldn't be doing a pending order off of that. Up here as well, quite messy, but I'm just going to go from here, like a switch over candle. Looks fairly decent. On the way down below us, there's, I don't know, possibly this. It's not being rebalanced, it's not being mitigated. Going to change that to the M15 format, which I've got. And also down here as well, that's a fairly sizable order block. Red news, most likely, but it's a good size. So yeah, let's get started and see how we go. I'm going to hopefully click through this quite quickly. I'll be jumping between the M15 and H4. But for those of you who don't know my strategy, I'll tag something up in the corner up here, so you can go back, watch one of the videos, see how I trade. But I recommend you do this every Friday or every weekend at least. You know, you do have to back test to be successful. At the end of the day, it's called practice. And you've got the top footballers in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, etc. You know, they will turn up to football practice. You know, top of his game. He's only going to stay at the top because you know, because he's the best, and he practices. So I'm just doing the same. So you see, that one wouldn't have worked out. So remove that. I'm only going to do the week. So, you know, what's that, the rebalance? Yeah, daily. Oh, we went through the daily rebalance anyway. So let's just click on through. If there's any kind of like obscure trades that you notice me take, like literally just leave a comment and I'll try and explain it. Sometimes I'm clicking too fast, so I might just have to put something in hindsight. But yeah, generally speaking, just leave comments. Like, I'm sure that it will gather enough interest. Some people think it's bullshit, but you know, you do have to practice. I should have said that really, to be fair, but don't worry about it. Yeah, I'd be nervous now if I was in it. There we go. So really, what I'm looking for right now is a breakdown. I know that this is chalk, so ideally we shouldn't be getting chalk, and we are kind of rejecting off of this area, but this price action isn't giving too much strength to the upside. Ideally, you want to be taking trades in the same direction as bottom chalk, but it can't always be the case. So yeah, don't sweat it. I think, though, to be honest with you, I would have taken that trade, given the time, you know, 3:15 on a Monday. We'll mark that one up as a taken trade, because that, like, you know, we spotted it just then. I would have tried to get into it if it was a good enough risk reward ratio. Yeah, almost exact. So pretty much a 1-4. But you know, that was a failure. So let's do that as a big X just to remind myself. So that would be a -1. I think in real life I would have taken that trade. Given the wicks above it, shows momentum being rejected. We're not pushing up and breaking anything. Then again, we haven't broken structure with anything. So it'd be like a 50-50 trade. But yeah, I would have probably have taken that. I think I took something around here anyway on a scalp. It may have been that trade just to... I'll tell you what. I didn't say that I'd go down to the M1, but we're just going to have a quick peek. Could it have been this one that I got involved with? Off a pin bar rejection. Yeah, I want to say it was probably there. Literally probably that. Pin bar rejection and entry. So, you know, it would have been a 1 pip stop. Straight off of there. And target would have been a break at a low. Yeah, I did get a decent trade. It was probably that. So, oh well, we'll put that back for now. I was curious, just wanted to know. This style of trading works well on, you know, the 1 minute, 15 minute, 4 hour, daily, the 1 hour if you're looking at a daily. It's just overall a pretty good strategy. There's a fair few of us who make a lot of successes from it, which is cool. Oh, I just realised there's a bit of a tricky one. I'll just cover that area. So probably look for a rejection off of that. It's not an order block, so I'd look for a pin bar, a bit like that blue candle, that literally exactly like that blue candle, to get in. All right, not getting it. There's a decent one here. Oops. There. Make sure that's off the lowest point. And that would be an entry. Looks good to me. Oh, London entry. Nice. Well, I certainly didn't take this trade in real life. Wasn't literally available to trade it, so target there. It's looking good. All right, target smashed. So We'll tally these up at the end as well. I don't want to make the video too long. The little smiley face and X is just to help me tally it fast at the end, because otherwise video gets ultra boring, ultra fast. Let's click on. Oh, I was going to say actually, there's another one which it kind of formed from, which is that. Quite like it. Unless we go a little bit too far and it just becomes a bit of a redundant mess. No, I'll remove it again, sorry. Every now and then you'll see me check like this. I'm going to go back and just check what the H4 is doing. So I don't want to reveal it. Let's have a quick look at the H4. Alright, so we've got chock with a wick. So in my eyes we haven't got chock, but we do have a H4 right here. If price comes back into this area, I'm looking for chock on the M15. So let's see where it is. Yeah, okay, so, okay, we've got the entry, everything else looks fine, that's curve liquidity, it's literally here, so not trying to clutter a chart, I'll just do this. That is still absolutely fine for me. Let's click on. I think the issue, you know, just a just an honest remark, you know, the guys in the group know, because of my lack of availability of time during the week at the moment, you know, any other sort of like dad will understand, childcare comes first, and I don't really have too much available time during the day, during the week. I have to do either pending orders or set alerts, and I miss quite a few trades, but my issue is impulsivity. Like, I'm very, very impulsive. So I will take half chances that in reality I just don't need to take, because it's actually hindering my account. You know, I'll take way more losses than what I need to. I'll probably take 3 times as many losses as what I get in backtesting, purely because, you know, I'll see a move like this, for example, a pin bar, and just get short from it. If it's following the flow of the market, sometimes if it couples up with like one confluence, and that's not really good enough. So there's areas of my own trading which I'm trying to brush up on as well, but you know, it's just life. We just have to make do with these issues from time to time. I deal with the same kind of shit as everybody else, so nothing makes me unique or special. I'm just an average trader who's actually a really good analyst. So okay, doesn't look like I missed so much during last week. All right, we can clear that up. This is just wicked out. Double check what that was. Okay, that was the strong one. So push down, pushed up. I think I took a long here. It may have been literally on the rejection of that candle, because I saw this as a rejection of the area. So we're going to do it literally directly off of this candle. And we're going to target the next area of liquidity that I can see, although quite like that. And that's nowhere near good enough. So yeah, really the target's got to be that. There's this, which looks absolutely poor. It looks dire. 10.45, that's a spread hours candle, so not really keen. I want to say that you know what, I didn't take this trade. It was 2 in the morning. Maybe it was this one. I took something from here anyway, and I'm pretty sure it was a loss. So let's put that on. There we go. All right, so it's out. That's just to show a realism one. I think it was this, to be fair, but I think that we marked up on our charts though. We either marked up this or that as a possibility, but not a pending order. And I'm pretty sure we do go through it or tap it or get something from it, but can't remember. So I'm just going to check the H4 before it gets revealed. Yeah, a bit of a choppy area, but we are coming down. Got the amounts above, so I'm just going to mark on here H4 rebalance. No need to even do that. It's, it looks miles away. Oh, it's all the way up there with this one. So, okay. Yeah, there's a confluence stack for you. So that would be fine to get short from. But yeah, I've been experimenting this week with just running a call, 10 minutes, or not 10 minutes, at about 7:15 in the morning UK time, just to get everybody with their charts marked up, looking at the same POIs as me. This week's been really successful. There's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 hit. And there we go. It was that area which got leveled out. So, but no, it's getting everybody on the right tracks before, you know, they'll either go to work or whatever. So, oh, there we go. Right, it did get hit, but you wouldn't be taking that because that looks like a red news event. Look at that. What a move. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's been helping everybody, which is good. That's the main thing for me. Quite like that now to get short from. Can get rid of this because it's been ran through. But yeah, that looks fairly alright. Look at the size of it though. 10 pips is fairly large for EU, but I'm okay with that. Just realised I don't have the red news events on here. What was that? Manufacturing. Alright, okay. Not really known that to do too much damage. Alright, so no need for entry, although that did look fairly juicy at the time. So to be fair, I'll mark this up as a loss because during live trading, I'd be in that trade. It does fit the plan, so that would have been a trade, and to get to there is not good enough. To make it work, you'd have got in probably at least at the halfway point to make it work, but you'd still be disappointed. So that would be a -1 right there. It does fit. It does fit. It fits all right as well. And then we'll get going, get cracking. So we've got, just so you're aware, we've got chock on the M15, but we need to get chock on the H4 to actually get a turn in the market. So it's, you know, showing a positive sign that we've got rejection off an H4. M15 has chocked right here, and you can either get involved with a long off of one of these, or you can continue getting short if we haven't chocked on the H4. And I'm pretty sure the rebalance alone was there. We've only got an inside bar here. So the H4 actually is all the way up there. So bit of a retracement ahead of us. So still looking for shorts. There's your entry, straight off of this. Let's do it there. And then just target the lows down there. So 15R nearly. Just because you're in one doesn't mean that you can't get into others, so you can always scale in. I was just having this discussion this week with the guys in the group. You can certainly scale in, but in live trading, you've got to build yourself up to doing that. I do it quite often and I miss out as a result because I'm scaling in too many times and quite often get stopped for break even. But just as I say that, there's a good pullback here. So let me squeeze that up. The colours are a little bit too contrasty. But yeah, I quite like this. So it's a pullback right there. Didn't get it. Did get it. Did get it. Definitely got it. Okay, that's looking cool. So I'll follow that again. Just going to double check the time. 6:15 in the evening. That's okay as well. I'd be keen to say that there's another entry off of there now that we've got the breaker structure as well. Haven't set a target, so target will be down here. So that's another 9 if it comes in. Definitely slowing down, just getting into Asia. What day are we? Thursday. Right, so quite a flat market, not feeling great about it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 8:15, 8:30. What news is this? Business climate. Who knows what. Whoa! Okay, didn't expect that. Pretty sure right now you'd be punching out. Like, you'd be punching out if you live trade. Get out at break even there, probably. Yep. So, just for the purpose, I'm going to do it as a loss. But in live trading, you'd be rescuing your position. And with this one, you probably just cut it short as well. So, yeah, I'd be a bit wary of that. I'd want to say that you'd be getting long around here. Hang on, let me just consider this. So, we haven't got chalk on the H4. The flow of the market. Impulse up, down, sideways, down, rejection from the inside bar, impulse up, down, up, down, up. So, yes. Order block with a vengeance right there. Let's just watch it and see what happens. Okay. Getting back into it. This looks like a potential down move. Oh, I'll clear this out of the way as well. So, just looking at this. Going back. Down, down, up, down, down, down. There's a long here, which I'd want to get into. What day is this? Would I want to check the H4 again. So just gonna look at the H4. Consolidating, bouncing off of here. It would only be short term to rebalance this. So probably don't take the move, but I'd want to get in long in this just instinctively. Possibly a short there as well. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, a bit choppy. What's this anyway? Right. Alright, you'd be crying if you held on to that, but you wouldn't have done, obviously. So there's that. That's a nice rejection, by the way. Anyone? Okay. So what did, was that H4 or was that daily? I'm going to go back a little bit so we can just double check. Sorry, you guys watching the video will be like, oh, you only said it a minute ago, but I said it about 20 minutes ago because I've gone and got a drink since. So that was an H4. I'm not going to check daily because it will reveal it. So yeah, that was a nice rejection. Again, I'd be looking to get short because the H4 is still technically down. So that's kind of like a pending order one. We've got the, yeah, we do have chalk now as well. So I'll be just looking for an excuse to get into this now. Are we even going to get it? All right, we're on Friday. What boring price action, honestly. Hello. That's a bit of regret. PCE index, yeah, 20 pip move, isn't it, usually? Yeah, almost exact. So that would be the news, and we'd be in a little bit panicky. Big stop loss. Let's take profit. Uh-oh. Not safe yet. Oh wow. I was about to say there's another order block, like literally right here. Even though it had been rebalanced, I would not be taking that as an extra trade because we haven't had any break of any sort of structure apart from this inside bar, which isn't looking sweet either, to be fair. So there's another one, and because we didn't get that break, I'm not interested in taking it, and that looks like a semi-rejection at least. Nope. Wow, look at that. Did that take it out? No. What's the high? 699. 700. What time was it at? 3 in the morning, it'd be fine. A lot of people would be just holding on. Just if you were using a prop firm, you'd have been knocked out. So I'm not out because I've got 0 spreads. Hang on, and we're into Monday anyway. I want to play this out. Oh, it's a Monday trade. I didn't even notice. Well, you'll have to come back next week to see how it did. So let's just tally this up. This is pretty weak, but you know, trying to show that I would have taken those trades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses, and possibly a 6th if you were using a prop firm, but I don't. And then we've got 9, so only +3. That is the worst I've performed in absolutely ages, and I certainly took more out of the market than that. So yeah, I hope that was all right. I want to sit down and just carry on doing this week's video now, to be fair, because this week has been nothing short of phenomenal. Everything has been respected, and I started adding more currency pairs to my trading. So yeah, it was quite fun. But yeah, subscribe, watch the next one. And if you want to join us and trade alongside us in FTR, do so. Links below.